Hello, 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 everybody. I am your girl, the one and only Miss T with the T. Happy Friday to everybody. Let me fix that just a tad. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate everybody for being here. Today, we're going to be talking to our friend, the one and only Miss Stae Hall, CEO, author, life coach, all the above. She wears so many hats. Before I bring her on, let me say hi to everybody that's here. We got Passionately Intrigued Arts. Welcome in, welcome in. CC's Texas Garden, nice to see you. Kenneth, how you doing? Always a joy to see you. And we got Jigs. So I don't like to keep people in the background too long because I know that can be a little bit irritating. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to everybody the one and only Miss Stae Hall. Yay!
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I am unbelievable. How are you this morning?
I'm well. I'm well. Oh, look at your little tree in the back.
Girl, that's one of six.
You have 6 Christmas trees?
I do.
Wow.
I do. I do.
Is it
Tis
one
the
per room?
Well, almost. Like there's one in my office, one in my husband's office, one in the primary bedroom, one in the loft, one in the foyer, and then this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I love December. I mean, it's Christmas. It's my birthday month. Like, yeah, I love it.
You know what? A lot of people that I do know that love December because their birthday is in December. So that makes sense. Perfectly sense.
Right. Right. I make it all about me until the 25th and I turn it over to baby Jesus. But everything else is about me the whole month. All the decorations, the parades, it's for me.
Okay, okay. Are y'all doing anything spectacular for your birthday this year?
Well, I wouldn't say spectacular, not this year. We've traveled and done those things in the past years, but no, just a few friends coming over tomorrow evening, play some games, eat some good food. So yeah, just kind of gonna chill out this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, we have like 10 people in here. Let everybody know about yourself and your all the many hats that you wear.
Right, it's a lot. So I am CEO of iSalt. I guess that would be my number one responsibility. And so iSalt stands for Institute for Success and Leadership Training. And we do career development, leadership development, life coaching with an emphasis on soft skills and emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. So I always joke and tell people in a nutshell, we teach people how to act. Because we found out that a lot of times people start businesses, start careers based on their hard skills, technical skills, and their know-how, but then they end up failing because of their lack of interpersonal skills and how to effectively communicate and how to have conflict resolution and active listening and things of that nature. So that's what we help with.
You know what? That is so on the money because, like, as you know, I'm doing this new journey, and I'll be reaching out to companies, and I'll be like, really, you don't have a website? There's no some of these places, there's no email, how to get in contact with the people. It's just like, here's what I do, buy my product. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be able to make that personal connection. I think I had commented on one of your live streams before when someone else was a guest, the fact that when you're in business, of course, the whole meaning of a business is you want to generate revenue, you want to be able to take care of yourself. However, the personal aspect of it is what gets lost. You want to build relationships and make that connection. And once you build the relationship, then the transactions will come. People spend money with those who they know, like, and trust. So you build the connections and then the transactions will come. So you want your business relationships to be relational before they're transactional.
Right. I 100% agree with you. I'm learning that like right now. I'm like, how am I going to get a hold of you to ask you to be on the show?
Yeah. And when you don't get that, then you just kind of move on. And that's the thing. Most of us, whatever we do it in our own way, right? And we bring our own little razzle dazzle to it. However, we're not the only one who does what we do. So when we don't build those relationships, when we're not available, when we're not personable, when we're not making those connections, people will just move on to the next person who does whatever we do.
Right. So, since you help people with their businesses, what are the top 3 things to consider when starting your own business?
The number one thing is before you start a business, make sure that whatever you're doing is something that you are truly passionate about. It doesn't matter how much money people tell you can make. I made that mistake years ago. A friend of mine talked me into starting a tax business because there's so much money in the tax business. I hated it. And I made a lot of money, but I hated it. So you want to make sure that you're passionate about it and it's something that you literally would do for free if you could. Once you have that, then the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you legitimize your business and stop it from being a side hustle, stop it from just being a hobby, and make sure, like your guest was talking about the other day, which is so poignant, make sure that you have your paperwork in place, whether it's an LLC or whatever. Make sure that you get your DUNS number, make sure that you get that tax ID, legitimize your business so that you can go after the big contracts, so that you can make sure that you are taking care of your finances. Open up that business account, separate that money from your personal account. And then the third thing that I would say is you have to be consistent in your business. And you have to constantly work it and nurture it, just like with y'all and all your gardening that I'm so jealous of because I can't grow a thing. But, you know, you can't expect something overnight, and to look at any setbacks or what we perceive as failures is just opportunities for growth. And so just be consistent, give it everything you have, and don't give up.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So I am third year going strong on this YouTube journey.
Okay.
I'm always telling people we're a brand, but we're also, like, depending on what you're doing, you're a business. Like, if you have people on your show, we're making money. If you're monetized, let me see. This is something that I do love doing. About to do the LLC and everything else. Do you have advice for like the content creators as far as the business, or the same thing?
Well, it's pretty much the same for content creators, I could say, except for the major difference is you are definitely your brand. So it is you. It's not like you have this product where, you know, they don't even have to see me. They don't have to know me. They don't have to like me because they love my edge control and they're going to buy my edge control no matter what. No, you are actually the product. So you are selling yourself, and I don't mean it in that way, but you're selling yourself. So you want to build that connection with people and you want to be consistent. And so for content creators, consistency is so important because it's so saturated in this industry and people will forget about you just like that. And so you want to show up consistently. You want people to know where they can find you. You want to be able to be authentic and be able to connect with your audience so that you can build that tribe of people who are locked into you. And so showing up on a constant basis or on a consistent basis, no matter what that looks like to you. If you're only going to show up once a week, but just make sure you show up once a week. If you're going to show up every day, like you, Miss T, just make sure you show up every day. Because again, we live in a society where if you're not here, people just jump to the next.
Right. I can agree with that. Good information. Good information. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Anne-Marie, Wellness with Frugal, kicking it with the Rooks. If you guys at any time have any type of questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Let me see. You also write books, because I have one. How many books do you have in total?
In total, I have 3 books, and there'll be another one released in 2024, maybe 2 more in 2024, but definitely 1 more.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And that's something else that I would like to lend to content creators is being multifaceted. I know a young lady was on here. I can't remember her name, but I think Socks in the Garden. Is that her name?
Yep.
And she was talking about she wanted to write a book, and then she was wondering about her content, you know, that she wants to do other things and show other parts of her life. That is absolutely 100% okay. And I feel like it's actually necessary. When everyone first started in these content creation journeys years ago, it was all about niche. You have to have a niche, you know, stick to one thing. But it's not like that as much anymore, because we have reality TV, we have everybody on social media, we have YouTube. People want to get to know people. Like, they want to feel like they're a part of your life and what you have going on. They like to just sit and watch you do just the craziest things. Like, you can wash dishes and somebody will watch you do that. And so as a content creator, feel free to open up and not just be niche. And you may want to do things on different days. Like for me, I vlog a lot on YouTube, but I do post a YouTube video twice a week. So on Sundays, typically that's going to be more of my vlogging where I'm just taking you through a week in my life or a day in my life. But then on Thursdays, I do more of content, which is more of a talking head video where I'm sitting like I'm sitting now and just talking about a particular subject. But I only have the one channel, but people know what they can expect from me and they get a little bit of everything. And so I just make those videos look different, but you get the vlogging. So you get to know my personal life and kind of go around with me when I vacation or whatever. But then on Thursdays, I just give you those nuggets of information, whether we're talking about effective communication or talking about how to build healthy relationships. That's what I'm going to give on Thursdays, and people kind of know what to expect.
Okay. I'm with the Rooks working on a schedule. Like, well, I have the Monday through Friday. That's my schedule, my main schedule. I want to like incorporate some videos also. So, like I said, it's just part. I have to wait on other people to respond back, so I can. The people who aren't comfortable with going live in the companies or whatever, I'll have them in like a video versus a live stream.
Right, right. And there's things that you can do too, Miss T. Like yesterday, I was telling you some behind the scenes or exclusive footage. You was like, I don't got no exclusive footage. And I'm like, yeah, you would be amazed at what other people consider exclusive. You don't think it's exclusive because it's your life. But
Right.
to other people who are trying to get to know you, it's like, you know, when you travel, just actually taking them on that journey through you packing your stuff, getting ready to go on your trip, talking about, you know, that behind the scenes, what it takes to get ready and prepare for the trip, taking them on the car with you in the trip or to the airport with you when you go out for coffee, like literally just filming what you do in a day. People like that. I mean, and then if you're talking to them, so I do a lot of times, I'll do like the get ready with me. I'm putting on my makeup, doing my hair. I don't even know how to do hair and makeup, but I do it and people watch me, but I'm giving them information while I'm doing it. Good morning, Deborah. Look, I'm getting distracted. I'm seeing the comments. Good morning. But yeah, people just like to be able to get to know you, and that's how you build that stronger connection. And I'm talking all this talk, but I'm still growing on YouTube, but I've done the work, I've taken the courses and seen it. And I've had a lot of growth on TikTok, which is weird because it's not my preference. But on TikTok, I have over 15,000 followers. But on YouTube, it's this slow crawl. But you know, it's hard to bring people from TikTok to YouTube. But TikTok is just like, I can't put a video up that doesn't get 500 to 1,000 views. On YouTube, it's like 50.
So everybody says YouTube is the hardest out of all the platforms.
It is, and I'm very consistent, and I've been plugging, but I love it, so I'm not gonna quit. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
You know, you were right on the money because I take it for granted. I travel a lot. I'm going out of town this weekend. Yeah, like people love my journey. They like sitting here talking to us when we was talking crazy yesterday. When we talk to like businesses and things like that. I mean,
you're ready to say goodbye and go get your breakfast, and we still be sitting there like we gonna sit here as long as we And I love, because I be getting a lot of work done, and I got y'all on the TV or whatever, and I'm doing stuff because people just like to interact. And it's like, even though we're all in our prospective homes or offices or whatever, it still feels like a family, a tribe. And that's what I mean. If you just start taking the camera with you, you know, and showing what you pack and where you're going and all that stuff, then those can be some videos that you just throw in there, you know, maybe just to pop up on the weekend that you already have together.
Well, thank you. Cause like I said, I pay it no mind. I do it so much now, just like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Let's go.
Girl, every time I go somewhere, that camera is up, and I do a pack with me video. I do a how I'm preparing for this trip, depending on what I'm doing. I even did the last time I went on a cruise, I did a video which was kind of popular. I did everything you should have in place at least 30 days before you go on your cruise. You know, checking your passport, making sure that you're checked into your cruise, all that kind of stuff. So I just gave like 10 tips on how to prepare for a cruise, and people like that. And then it's good for your search, because anytime you can put a how to in your title, that's what people are searching for.
Okay, I'm digging this. I'm learning stuff. Okay. The Rook said they work Monday through Friday, so I have to try to fit it around that. I wish I could call on more, but come on more. But my time, I need 3 me's. Yeah, it does be like that sometimes.
You know, if you're not doing lives, you can also batch your content. So I've had times where I was going to be out of pocket for a little while. And so I would just take like half a day on a Saturday or Sunday, maybe when I didn't have a lot going on, and record like 4 or 5 different videos and just change my shirt. And that way I already had them. So I might do one video on, you know, conflict resolution and give, you know, 5 tips on how to hold crucial conversations. Then I might do another video that's a get ready with me, and I'm doing my makeup and my hair, and I would just already have those pre-recorded so they were ready to go up. So if you are short on time blocking is something I teach a lot of my life coaching clients, is to be very specific with your time and schedule it out. And if you have to have a day where all you do is sit down and record so that you can have content going up consistently, then just set that time aside, put that camera up, and just record for about 4 or 5 hours. And then that way you already have it ready to go.
See, that's another reason why I get off at 11 o'clock, because my daughter's gone to school till about 2:30. And she'll get home about 2:30. So I'll be like, okay, if I get off here, run my couple errands, do this little quick video, a little at least a portion or something I can edit later. Mm-hmm. It's just like blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm not in a rush for her to go to college, but like once she goes and, you know, goes on to her next journey, I feel I will have so much more free time.
Yes, and I must admit, we have been empty nesters now since 2021. So yeah, that's no awesome. More kids in the house. So I do, my time is my own. I got this little Maltipoo puppy, and that's it. That's the only living being that I'm responsible for. So, and we had 6 kids, 4 boys and 2 girls. Wow. And so, yeah, it was running to this practice, going to this game, to this recital. So yeah, I definitely get it. And then we had 2 graduate the same year. So it was like a lot in that senior year. So yeah, having all of the kids grown and gone. And I'm a horrible grandmother. Like I don't go get my grandkids all the time. I ain't got time for that. So
I think it's the best policy.
I'm just like, not my kids, not my ministry. I will see y'all on Christmas. Now I love my grandbabies, but I have a lot going on. So I'm just not that May who's picking up the kids every single weekend.
She was blunt with it. She was like, you know, I'm not that grandma. I'm not that G-ma. I did want to say hello to Jamia, because your birthday is tomorrow, right? And then her birthday.
My birthday's Saturday. My birthday's Saturday, I think. Or is it tomorrow? No, my birthday. Yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. Yes, my birthday's tomorrow. The days run in. I have so much going on every day. I always forget what day it is.
Okay, she would like to collab more of the Rooks. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Just shoot your shot. And, you know, and even with those collabs, just, you know, have a certain day where you can record and do them. And if you can't do live, just have them pre-recorded. But I'm always telling people, collaborate, slide in those DMs, see what people got going on. The worst they could do is say no, and then you just move on.
You know, to be honest, besides live streaming, collabing is a good way to grow your channel as well, because especially if you're on their platform and they have a nice following as well, because you're introduced to their audience, and then you keep going on different platforms and things like that. It's a great way to grow. I wish I could do it more also, but you know, I have a senior / on the road to college, so I'm like, people ask me, I'm just like, I'm kind of busy at the moment, but
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But you do a great job, and you have a lot of guests. You do a lot of collaboration. You support a lot of channels. So you're spinning all the plates.
I'm trying. Let me see. Good morning from Pashley. Same Stae. I have 1,600 on TikTok, and no matter what video I drop, it gets about 200 to 10,000 views.
Yes. Yeah. And it's so funny because the TikTok audience drives me crazy, but I have to continue to nurture that, because that is where I've gotten, you know, the most traction, and that's where I get the most clients. I've gotten a few clients from YouTube, which is great. But again, TikTok it just grows so fast, but they are ruthless over there. They will say anything and everything. I mean, first of all, I'm a natural girl. I have natural hair. I'm a tomboy. I'm a very plain Jane. Like, I'm not into a whole lot of glitz and glam. That's just who I am. I will get on camera looking any kind of way. I tried to be presentable today because I'm on your show. But if you see any of my YouTube videos, it's just like what you see is what you get. I don't put on a whole lot of airs. And so I post a TikTok every single day. And so some days I'm on TikTok and I'm put together, and some days I'm on TikTok and I look a hot mess. And I have been on TikTok talking about whatever I'm talking about, but somebody want to get in there and make a comment. Well, you need to lay them edges. Like, girl, what do my edges got to do with the information I was given? But that's how they hit on TikTok. I never get comments like that on Facebook or on YouTube. But TikTok, they will talk about anything, and I'm like, really, my edges?
Yeah, I've been live on YouTube, TikTok a couple times, and they just be like, "Hey, where you live at? That's an ugly shirt or something." I was like, "Well, dang, you don't even know me."
And I'm so glad I have a thick skin. Like, that stuff does not bother me at all. It makes me laugh, but I'm just like, really? Like, you want to talk about my edges? And at the time, I think I had my hair in a protective style, like some faux locks or something. And I'm like, I ain't about to put nothing on these edges. But I'm like, but I hope you got something from the message I was trying to share, but you were so distracted by my edges. Like, okay.
Ruthless indeed. What's up, Miss Stae? How you doing? Miss T, people love travel, so yes, those will make great videos. Yeah, I've just been taking it for granted. And like, I'm just now like really listening to Miss Stae, and like, I'm pretty sure somebody probably told me that before. But like, I just be like, okay, I already know. Like,
yeah, make sure you hashtag it. Make sure, another thing that people love with the travel is do a room tour when you first get to your hotel. Those are some of my biggest videos, doing the room tour, sharing, where you're at, giving your ratings on the hotel. Because for me, I travel a lot as well. And I have literally booked somebody else's exact travel because I watch them go there and I know what the room looks like. I know where to go eat. Like, I just did everything they did because I watched their YouTube, and I'm like, good. I don't even have no guesswork. The room looked nice. They said the food was good here, especially if it's somewhere I've never been. I'll follow their whole YouTube journey through that travel and book everything just like they did.
When I went to Atlanta, I just did the exact same thing. I was watching, I don't know if you're familiar with Country Wayne, but I watch him.
My husband is a Country Wayne fan. Yes.
Oh, I watch him all the time. I was like, we going to JR Crickets, we going here, we going there. I was like, thank you, Country Wayne. Thank you.
And then you got that from Country Wayne. So now you repurpose it and you went to those places. Now you make your own video so somebody can say, okay, thank you, Miss T. We going there. So
that's definitely been taking that for granted. Definitely, indeed.
You do not have to reinvent the wheel. The thing is, create the kind of content that you like to consume. The things that you watch that catch your attention, the things where you're emulating what they've done, you're taking advice from them, you're doing those things, just recreate it in your own way. It's not stealing. I mean, we're all out here living in this world. We all have access to these restaurants, to these whatever, and we all have different audiences. Even with me and my life coaching, the books that I've written have mainly been devotionals. And I had a young lady reach out to me, and she said, I really have been wanting you to be my coach, but I was afraid to ask you because I want to write a devotional, and I know you've written devotionals, and I didn't think you would take me on as a client because I do the same thing as you. And I'm like, but you're not me. Like, I'm not the first person who ever wrote a devotional, and I'm not the last person to ever write a devotional. There is enough for all of us. And the people who are interested in me and my content may not be the same people who are interested in your content. And if they are, then they'll consume from both of us. And so don't be afraid of getting somebody else's idea and making it your own, because that's what happens in the world all the time. We're just recycling content, but doing it in our own way.
That's, girl, you are like giving me a lot of knowledge, and you just don't even know it. You kicking with the Brooks, CC's Texas Garden. So at one point in time, this show was called Coffee and Conversation, and that's when it first started to blow up. And then, like, before I knew it, it was like 2 other channels that had the exact Coffee and Conversation. They didn't put their own spin on it and everything. I was just like, what is going? Everybody just started taking Coffee and Conversations, and I was like, you can at least put your own spin on it or something. Like
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But just think about it. The Kardashians have built a whole empire on respinning somebody else's idea. I'm like, that you find what people are interested in, and then you should try to make it your own. But it's just sometimes it's work smarter, not harder. And if it's the kind of thing that you enjoy, that means other people are enjoying it too. And you just do it your own way. Like my niche is I do a lot of things. There's not a lot of women who look like me and who are old like me. And I shouldn't say old, but who are seasoned like me doing what I do in the vlogging space. So a lot of the content that I consume on YouTube with vloggers, they're younger women who could be my daughter. Like my oldest is 33. And so when I'm consuming this content, they're younger women, but they're going to brunch and they're traveling with their girls and they're doing all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm 52 or I will be tomorrow, but me and my girls do the same stuff. So guess what? I make those vlogs, but my niche is what makes me different is I'm a seasoned woman of color who is doing the same thing. So whenever I go to get my silk press, I take the camera with me and show that whole process. Whenever I'm going to happy hour with my girlfriends, I take the camera. And so I just show women of my age that we can still hang out and do the same kind of stuff, but we just do it a little differently. And that's what I'm trying to build my tribe on is that woman of a certain age who is still out there living life and enjoying herself.
That's awesome. That is awesome. There goes Socks. We're just talking about you. And
yes.
You're picturing me. Hey, Sweet Thumb, and picture me crafting. Drew is about to go back to work. Let me see. I was looking forward to being an empty nester, but now my mother-in-law moved in. So, yes, Kicking with the Rooks has a large family, a very large.
We tried that for a show. It wasn't my mother-in-law. It was actually my mother. Yeah, we tried that for about a year. Yeah, no. It depends. Everybody's different. In my case, yeah, she's no longer here. She's moved on to her own place.
I love your transparency. You're open. He's like, hey, I'm not that grandma. You know, mama moved on, better pastures.
I don't know how to be anything else but me. And you know what? And I can't try to say anything or do anything that I can't keep up with because I can't remember. You see, can't even remember that my birthday's tomorrow, let alone trying to talk some stuff and say something I ain't gonna remember. So all I can do is tell the truth.
I don't miss those days. Track practice, cheerleading, away games. A lot of people be like, oh, my daughter, because my daughter's like 17 and a half. She's almost 18.
Okay.
Once she turns 18, I'm like, until she actually steps into the dorm and like goes to college, she still needs me. She may not need me for a ride. She has her own car, but she ain't old enough to go to the doctor by herself and sign the paperwork. And, I still have to go. And I'm like, oh
yeah. And the parenting, it never ends. I mean, because our youngest is 21 and he's a junior in college, but he still needs me for everything. He's away. He goes to college on the East Coast. He's in Boston. But I hear from him several times a day. My poor baby has COVID right now.
Aww.
So, of course, he went to the doctor yesterday and he called me from the doctor's office. He wants me to hear everything that they have to say, and all that. So, yeah, they're gone physically from the home, but parenting never stops. No.
Okay. I post every day, but I take one day off. That's why I try to incorporate everything Monday through Friday so I can have Saturday and Sunday just to. My daughter goes to work, and then I just be like, let me just sit down somewhere, regroup.
Yeah. I mean, and self-care is necessary. And so even if you want to post every day, like I post on TikTok every single day. However, a lot of those videos, like I was saying before, are already ready to go. So I just hit, submit. So I have them in my drafts all the time. So I'm not recording every day, even if I post every day. So you have to figure out what schedule works for you because number one, you don't want to get burnt out. You want it to continue to be something that you enjoy. So whatever works for you, whatever your schedule is, it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be, 4 times a week. Whatever is reasonable for you and you can be consistent with, do that because you don't want to burn yourself out.
Drea, I'm not asking. I'm telling you, I'm coming to your house tomorrow. You're going to collab with me.
Okay.
That's how they do in Tennessee, man.
Yeah, Drea, be ready. Or Drea, I'm not sure which one.
She didn't even get a time. She just said, just be home all day tomorrow. I'm coming.
Yes, I'm just showing up.
Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate it. Favorite avatar, Miss K. Renee. Let's see. Rooks. One short I have, which is 3K, is Old Bugsy versus Bugsy Short. Oh, UK rapper. Okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You can continue to recreate your own content, right? So if you have a certain video that is really popular, then do that same kind of thing again. Just say it a little differently and then pay attention to what was the title of that video, what were my hashtags in that video, and just repurpose your same content. If it worked and it was popular, then don't just switch up and do something completely new. See how many times you can create that same type of thing. Find out what people like, and kind of just stick to that.
Now, I heard that before. Like somebody was like, keep redoing the same, like, you want to go more into that? Because like I'm kind of intrigued on that also.
Yeah, so if you, like, for me, I don't really have a particular niche per se. Mine is about lifestyle, emotional intelligence, that type of thing, but it's pretty broad. So I do a little bit of everything. But I noticed at one point that whenever I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about, if I'm cooking, because again, I make mine, I'm not a cooking channel. So if I'm cooking something, I'm explaining to you what I'm cooking, but we may be talking about something completely different. But I noticed that the ones when I'm cooking and I actually put something about cooking in the title or use some kind of cooking hashtags, those videos really do well. So guess what? I'm going to try to make sure that I continue to cook when I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about. And the same thing, like with the travel one. So there's ways to still get your message across, talk about what you want to talk about and tie it into, because people love cooking videos. So one time I made a chicken pot pie from scratch. So I'm like, chat with me while I make chicken pot pie. And so I was talking about whatever topic it was, but at the same time, I'm making the chicken pot pie. I'm telling everybody what the ingredients are. I'm showing them that whole thing. So I haven't changed into a cooking channel, but since folks like to watch cooking, guess what? We're going to cook a lot while I'm showing you or talking to you about whatever I want to talk to you about. And so you just keep doing whatever that thing is. If you're doing a video, this versus this, like the one that he put up on there, then do that about other things. Find different things that you can compare or whatever, because evidently people like that type of content, and then use the same types of hashtags that you use, because that's what drives a lot of traffic.
Okay. I'm loving it. So I'm liking what Anne Marie put on here too. She said, if you're going to be doing social media, you have to have thick skin. I 150% agree with that. Can't let these strangers get to you. Yeah. They don't know you in real life. There's a lot of people like stop. They're like, oh, I got a troll. I got a negative comment, and they just focus so much on that one comment. You have like 800, 900, 1,000, 1,500 people watching your channel, but you're so focused on that one person, like it's deterring you from like keep going.
Right. Right. And I just look at it all as, I'm just like, okay, thank you. Keep commenting whatever you want to say, because it makes them push it out. I mean, my most popular video on TikTok has almost 1 million views on it. And it was a controversial video about an altercation I got in on a cruise ship. And I did 3 videos, and these videos are so popular. All 3 parts of the video have, like I said, the one is almost at 1 million views. The other one's like at 600,000 views, whatever. But it was a bunch of people who wanted to tell me how I was wrong, how I shouldn't have said what I said, and I was just trying to start trouble. I mean, so many negative comments, but guess what? It's almost at 1 million views. So keep saying whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter, because TikTok, and now that made all my other videos do well. And that's how I ended up with 15,000 followers. So it's like, whatever you got to say, thank you. I'm fine with that. I'm totally unbothered.
I had this troll for a couple of days. Like she was like, she had to watch videos. So I'm like, thank you for the watch time. But she was just like, he don't want you, and why you all up on him? And I was like, well, thank you for stopping by. Since you're already here, can you go ahead and just hit that like button, please, and thank
Right.
you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's like I got a goal. And so if you want to be part of helping me reach that goal, that's fine. And then I always look at people like that as, you're doing it because you want me to react. And I'm not going to give you that. It's just like,
Right.
you don't know me, I don't know you. Just keep it moving.
Oh, the room tours. Okay. See, but again, this is stuff I take for granted. And
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. It's everything. Whatever you do, just take the people with you if you can.
My goal for 2024 also is to get a camera. I do everything like recording wise on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what kind of phone do you have? You have an iPhone?
Mm-hmm. Got to have that iPhone.
Yes. So I don't know if you know this little trick for your iPhone to make the video a little sharper, and you may already know this, but whenever you go into the camera, just make sure that you change it to 4K and 60, and the video is so crisp and clear. So I have like big old cameras like this one. Oops, can't right drop something. But like I use this a lot. But when I'm in and out or whatever, I just use my iPhone and change it to that 4K 60, and the quality isn't much different.
Okay.
So it just depends.
Karen, she's an empty nester too. She got 4 boys. She said she's gonna do a room tour when she goes to Jamaica for Christmas. I know that's right.
Oh, I have 4 boys too. Yeah, do that room tour and just make sure that you tag, room tour, Jamaica, all that stuff. And then if the hotel has a YouTube channel, make sure you tag them in it at Hotel Jamaica or whatever, and make sure you tag that hotel.
Okay, very good information. Yes, me and the Rooks Virgos record, man. We love to travel. Yeah, they be going. I thought I'd be going everywhere. She's like 1 minute she's in California, and next minute they Spain, Mexico, or something. I was like,
wow, I love to travel too. Yeah, and just record all of it. It's all content. It is all content. And you can make several different videos from the same trip. And so, record it, and maybe they're only each 20 minutes, but you can do a room tour, and you can do a restaurant review. You can do a resort tour. Just make a lot of content out of that one trip, and just, put it out like maybe every couple of days or once a week or whatever.
Unique perspectives indeed. Let me see. When I first started, my cousin asked me why don't more cruising info and videos. I was like, because everybody does that already. He was like, you do it too, and do it your way. Put your own spin on it. And thank you, Yulon and Robert.
Yeah.
But yes, we definitely put your own spin on it, because like I'm learning now. There's people that might like, the way I talk, the way, I put my little spin on it and everything else like that. So I will be doing those.
Again, going back to what I was talking about earlier about building the relationships, people get invested in you. People are interested in what you're doing. And so no matter who else is doing it, nobody else is going to do it like you. And once they have that connection with you and they feel like they know you, even though they've never met you, they're going to want to see the content from you. So you can't worry about what anybody else is doing or doing the same thing as other people, because more than likely it's not the same people who are consuming the content, and your people are going to gravitate to you and how you do things.
Welcome in, Aubrey. I just seen you over here on Instagram. She's over here now. So everybody say hi to Actually Aubrey podcast.
Hey.
Started with a gaming content. Yeah, my channel has evolved so much now also.
Yeah, and that's the thing. No matter what your content is, you can always evolve and change it and still incorporate it at the same time. But just don't feel like because you started in this place, you have to stay. Because I know that's like old content creator advice. Stay in your niche, stay in your niche. It's not like that anymore, because even if people were consuming your content for the gaming, they still want to get to know you. And that makes them feel even more connected. So.
Right, saying, how do you learn? And then
Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm old. That's all I don't feel old, but when I just think about my age, I'm like, dang. But I don't feel like it. And when I look at my kids and I see these grown men and women, I'm like, I feel like we the same age. But they remind me.
My sister, I have a funny story. She's like, my daughter, I'm almost there, the empty nester, that lifestyle. So my sister's always like, you want to watch your niece Saturday nights? Like, nah, I want to step out and go have a drink or something. Like, I'm not young, but I'm not old either. Some people on here be like, you still young, you early 40s. I'm like, I'm almost 45, 50. That's how I feel.
See, and I don't feel like it, and I just feel like this is just a whole new phase in my life and having the opportunity to do things that I didn't have time to do before. And so I'm just enjoying the season that I'm in. And I'm really, really passionate about that with everybody. It's like, enjoy the season that you're in because it's never going to come ever again. So embrace it, whatever it is, whether it's your season of singleness, your season of, going into your mid-lifetime, your season of empty nester, whatever it is, just enjoy that season and embrace the journey. A lot of times what I see happening to people is they're so focused on the future and what's coming next and what they want in the next goal, they miss out on all of the precious gems in this current season in the journey, because it's not about the outcome. It's about the journey. The journey is where you gain knowledge. The journey is where you create memories. It's all about the journey. So just enjoy that season, whatever it is.
Okay, yeah, definitely, indeed. Socks. Yeah, we're talking about you writing the book. We're interested in seeing your journey on writing the book. Do you have any ideas for her as far as like she wants to do other content, like as far as like the procedures of like writing a book or anything?
Yeah. So writing a book is very time consuming, but it's very rewarding. And what I suggest to anybody when you want to write a book is just start, number one, and don't overthink it. You want to brainstorm, put your ideas to paper, and also be consistent with that. I used to set aside every single week time to write. And so my first book, I was able to have it written and completed within 6 months. And it was published and it did well, but I just didn't overthink it. And I can't say I didn't overthink it because I did. I overthought it for years until I finally decided to get started. And once I got started, it came very easy for me. And to me, my book is like my calling card. My book is like another business card. Something about saying that you're an author and having a published book makes people look at you a little bit differently. So it's open doors for me for speaking engagements. It's open doors for me to be training facilitators and things like that, because it's now like an extension of my resume, an extension of my business card, because I'm a published author. And so it gives people a way to get to know a little bit more about me. So I suggest that anyone who is in content creation to write some sort of publication. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a book, but it can be a newsletter. I also write for a local newspaper. So I have an article published once a month in that newspaper, just because those little things just help when you're trying to get certain contracts, depending on what you do. Because even though I'm a content creator, again, like I said, I'm a soft skills and emotional intelligence coach first. Like that's what pays the bills. Mm-hmm. And so I go after contracts with cities and municipalities and ISDs. And so all of those things just kind of help to legitimize your business and people just to take you a little bit more seriously. So whether you want to do a newsletter or you want to write an article, or if you just have like a PDF that's a how-to on something, I just suggest putting something on paper, and it just kind of is an extension of your business card.
Yeah, very good information. Very, very good information. And prayers up to Boss Lady. She said she has a cold again, so she's finna relax.
It's that time of year.
Okay.
Oh, you're in the Boston area too. Yeah, my son loves the East Coast. So I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My son was not born there. He did not spend much time on the East Coast, but through his mom, he feels like he is an East Coaster. I mean, he rocking his Timberlands and his hoodie every day. He is just like, so that he has always gone to school on the East Coast. Good morning. Good morning, Roro.
Good morning. Good morning. Kicking with the Rooks. I'll watch the replay from the beginning for what I have missed. Okay. All right. Sweet Thunder, I say good morning to you. She must have 400 though. 400 though.
I think I can post my my link. I don't know if I.
Yeah, I put all your information in the description.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And I definitely want to give away a book to one of your viewers, Miss T. I don't know if you got my email, so I hope I'm not speaking out of turn
No,
when
go
I
ahead.
am the live, if I can do a little contest on your live with your permission.
A little something, something. Yeah, that's cool.
Yes. So, keeping in line with us all trying to grow, what I would like to offer is once my link is in there, I want to do a drawing for anyone who is able to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on the video. I'll have my assistant go in and pick up everything that came in today, and we'll put it in a randomizer, and whoever is chosen will win a copy of one of my books, and we'll send you our email address. You can send the address, and I'll send a signed copy of either Running for Your Life or The Hallway. So if y'all can, whenever you get a chance today, jump over to the channel and subscribe and just leave me a quick message. You will go into the drawing to win one of the books.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. And I will be reading this weekend. I have.
It's a weekly devotional, so you can take your time. I've had some people who have like read the whole book at one time. They're like, I didn't want to wait for the week, but I have broken it down to be a weekly devotional so that you have challenges every week and you can kind of see the growth from week to week. So it's a perfect book to pick up for anyone this time of year, because you know a lot of people with their New Year's resolutions, New Year, New You. I'm actually speaking at a women's conference in January called New Year, New You. But it's a good book to start like in January because it takes you through the whole year. It's 52 weeks and you have a challenge every week. And then this book is very similar, but this one was co-written with my husband, Dr. Wallace Hall. And this one is a weekly devotional for couples that you do together. And it has a workbook that goes along with it as well. So yeah, just to kind of keep people on track on their growth journey throughout the year.
You know, Kicking with the Rook, she asked me and my daughter to do some those dancing videos. Me and my daughter did actually used to do those, like when we was on the road and when we first walked in the hotels and stuff and do little skits. But now she's 17. She ain't messing with me.
Oh, she don't feel like she can do it.
I don't want to do that.
Those videos are super popular, super popular. Now, my sister and I did one on TikTok and it was hilarious, but
she ain't messing with
those
me.
are super popular. And the little skits that people do with their kids, sometimes those are really popular too.
I think once she like goes away and she actually misses me, she'll do it. But like right now, she's like, Mom, I got too many other things to do. I ain't doing TikTok.
Yeah, she ain't trying to be. Yeah, she ain't feeling that right now. But yeah, those are super popular. They really are. People love that stuff. Oops, I thought I put my link in here, but I think I just typed it wrong. Okay. But yeah, those are super popular. And there's just, like I said, different ways to make content. Living your life each and every day is content. That's why those reality shows are so important. So you just have to be mindful of that. And it took me a while myself where I would do things and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have been recording that. Like even the packages that you get from Amazon, record it, the unboxing. People love the unboxings. I mean, because I'm an Amazon influencer, so I have an Amazon store and I unbox things, and that's another stream of income because whatever I show on Amazon, if people click on that link and they buy that, then I get paid a percentage of that. And so even though I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, with my Amazon store link being in there and me unboxing so many things on my YouTube, when people click on that in my description box, then I get paid from that.
Says she's sneaking at work. Those kind of comments crack me up. So I'm like, y'all just took your little break time and watch little old me. I appreciate it.
I know. Doesn't that feel good?
It does. Sammy Joe's here, my Nova Scotia mama. We got Sarah in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. All helps with watch time. Yeah. All this stuff accumulatively works. Let me see. Right. Since you're here, laugh out loud. Hit the like. Okay. I subscribed to someone's channel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or live streams. Doesn't matter what they're talking about. I love it. I love it. He does subscribe
That's
to
the
the
thing
channel.
too. Yeah, people like that engagement. I try to respond to every single comment I get on every single platform. And I am navigating several different platforms for several different businesses, right? So iSalt has its own platform, then it's Stay Hall, Running for Your Life. And then, I have all of that, but I just try, because this is what I do full time. I engage with people because, again, it's about building those relationships. And like you said, you subscribe just because they were nice, because it goes a long way. It really does. When you can build those relationships, when you can show people that you actually value them and you appreciate their time, it goes a long way. Again, and sometimes they don't even care what you're talking about. They're going to support because you're nice.
Okay. You even get credit if you even get credit if they hit the thumbs down because they are interacting.
Yeah, engagement and reach. It goes a long way. And that's what the algorithm is looking for, just to know, are people interested? And even if they hit the thumbs now, that still means that they were interested enough to watch to come up with that opinion that they didn't like it.
Thank you, Brazilian Dad, for coming in. I appreciate you. How are you, Sarah and Roro? Nice to meet y'all from Drea Lachey. I just tried the camera on 4K HD. I see a small difference. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And another thing that we don't think about a lot, well, I'm saying it's me. So I always want to feel like it ain't just me, like other people got to be dealing with this as well, is just making sure that your lens is clean all the time. That makes a huge difference. So often we pick up our cameras or our phones and just go to take that picture or record, and the lens has some kind of schmutz on it that we just didn't even think of. And so I am more mindful now that every time I pick up my camera or my phone, because there's just stuff in the air, that'll cause a film or whatever. So just washing off or wiping off that lens, even if you're just using the tail of your shirt, just clean off that lens and it will, you'll be surprised of the difference, because you may not be able to see it just to look at it, but there's usually something on your lens.
Tammy Joe over there already getting started with the Santa Claus cookies. Okay.
See, 'tis the season. Yes.
Let's see, Boss Lady, are you trying to travel? Are you going to start doing travel videos? Is that what you're telling us? Let me see. Good morning, Kenneth. Right, PI. Thankful for folks, all interaction, good or the bad, okay?
It's engagement.
Right. Oh, hey, Nancy B, how you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump over your comment. Good morning to you as well.
Yeah, travel is necessary. And let me tell y'all, travel, my husband has a saying. He always says, you know what, it's just time to get our eyes on something different. And something different may only be 50 miles from your house. So it doesn't have to be, because again, I have coaching clients who are like, I really need a break. I really need to travel, but either I can't afford it right now or I don't have a whole week that I can take off. Okay. Go. I live in Fort Worth, right? Fort Worth, Texas. So maybe travel for me for some self-care and to put my eyes on something different is just going and renting a hotel room in a really nice hotel downtown Dallas. Like, that's only 45 minutes from me, but that's not my normal environment. And so maybe I'm just going to pamper myself for that weekend. I can't afford, or I don't have the time to get flued out and take a whole trip and, do all that. But maybe I'm just going to say, my husband and I, we're just going to go to this hotel. We're going to enjoy their lounge. We're going to enjoy their pool. And so the staycation and that kind of stuff too is also content, showing people that, yeah, you can go and enjoy yourself and relax and take a staycation and still feel refreshed. So, and even if it's only for one night, right? So you book a night, you get a massage and you whatever, but you're in a different environment. It can be very refreshing, and self-care is necessary.
Yeah, I love to travel just for that reason. Just put my eyes on something different. Instead of just looking at the same four walls, just like.
Especially if you feel yourself getting in maybe a creative slump or you're starting to feel a little bit burnt out. It can just be, just a recharge. And sometimes road trips are the best for that. Even again, if it's only an hour or so away, just getting in the car and making that drive, going to a little Airbnb or a bed and breakfast, even if it's just for a weekend or one night, shoot, it's like whatever time you have, just do it, but don't put it off because you feel like you don't have the time or money. Just do it in a different way that you can make the time for and you can afford it.
Yeah, people be like when for Thanksgiving, I went to Atlanta, and my family was like, well, what took you so long to get here? So I was like, hey, I'm stopping, I'm looking. I went to Buc-ee's for the first
I
time.
gotta say, you gotta go to Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's. Yes.
That is like a mini Walmart. I was like, what is this, a gas station?
I know. I love Buc-ee's. We have a couple not too far from us. I love Buc-ee's. They have all the things, and they're so friendly. You walk in, it's like, welcome to Buc-ee's. They're so happy to see you, and the bathrooms are so clean.
Okay. And they was like, you want to take a picture with Buc-ee? I was like, okay.
And did you record that, ma'am?
I did. It's still in my phone.
Good.
All that
Good.
stuff. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So that's content. That's all content.
I
There are people who actually have just done Buc-ee's tours.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not doing anything today. I don't think I need to go to the P.O. box. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love content. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. You look amazing though, Stae.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
How you feel? You look amazing. Most importantly, you have beautiful personality.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Yeah, and I really don't feel old. I sometimes it takes my breath away on the times when I do think about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like half 100. But I don't feel like it. There's times my husband and I are actually exactly 3 months apart, right? So he's 9/12/71. I'm 12/9/71. And so our birthdays are just flip-flopped. And there have been times where I literally have to ask him, like, how old am I again? I always know like within a year or so, but I forget. So I don't harp on it too much, but just every once in a while, it's kind of like, I'm getting up there. I'm getting up there. But that just makes me realize as well, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to keep moving. And I definitely believe in staying active. And it's all mindset. Mindset is number one and key with anything. You are what you think you are.
Okay. It's hard when you got bills and kids and everything. It is hard. I remember when I was doing a full 40 plus 50 hours a week and stuff like that, still trying to do content, and my daughter was younger and cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a lot. Things do change once, your kids get older. I definitely understand, but it's just important to try whatever you can to make that time for yourself. And so let's just take it back a step. Even if we're not going anywhere, then create your own little spa day at the house. Run you a bubble bath, play some jazz, make yourself a little cocktail if that's something you do, or maybe you just want to make an iced coffee and just shut off and just let the people in your house. And this is something that I've done, like true story, when my kids were younger. I'm in my room, I'm closing my door. Unless someone is near death, do not come to my door for anything. I'm ready to engage again, because we have to recharge, right? We have to pour into ourselves. People are always talking about, you have to keep your cup full. You have to keep your cup full. I go a step beyond that. You need to keep your cup overflowing, because if you're only keeping your cup full, then as soon as there's a sip, that means it's no longer full. So you want to keep that cup overflowing, and you want to be able to take care of your kids and your family and whoever is depending on you from the overflow. And that's what keeps you replenished. So even if you have to shut them off for a minute, I'll tell people in a minute, if I am feeling depleted and I don't have anything to give, if someone comes to me, whether it's for advice or they need me to do something, I'll let them know my cup's not full right now. But if you give me a day or so to recharge and get myself together, because I want to give you the best of me. I don't want to give you from the fumes. I don't want to give you, the burnt out me. Like, I might be able to help me today, but if you just give me another day or two, I can really help you good. I can give you the best of me, some good information. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to set those boundaries. And, like my book, Live Your Life, LYFE, love yourself first explicitly, because the more we pour into each other, into ourselves, and the more we keep our cups in overflow, it's actually better for those around us, because the people that we want to take care of, we want to give them the best of us, and we cannot give them the best of us if we're constantly running on empty. That's why self-care is not selfish. It's necessary, because the better you take care of yourself and the more you pour into yourself, the better value you are to those who are around you.
Okay. Anne Marie says she got to step out. Let me see. My mom stopped having kids. That's my sister. Okay. Welcome in, DJ Tanya Renee. How you doing? Children are indeed a blessing. Being a parent is the hardest job I've ever had in my life. It's that one job that you want to be perfect at. Agree. I try. Let me see. Good morning, everybody. Feel better, boss lady. Brazilian dad said he went over there and subbed.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you will be entered into the drawing.
Anne Marie's going to drop your link because she's.
Oh, thank you, Anna Marie.
Yeah. Anne Marie has. Everybody has an accent. I hear Cece's Texas Gardens accent. I hear Stae Hall's accent. I don't even think I have. Some people be like, "You got a little accent yourself." I was like, "No, not me."
Yeah, I don't think any of us think it. And people just straight up tell me I talk funny. They're like, "Where are you from?" And mine is such a mashup of all different things. I'm like, yeah, it's not even an accent. I just talk funny.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, an assistant is the best. Now, yeah, things start running a lot smoother for me once I start building my team and trusting other people with doing the work and delegating and not feeling like I had to have my hands in everything. Because again, I run a nonprofit, I run a business, I have life coaches, and I was starting to get burnt out, but I felt like I was the only one who could do it, right? It's me, these are my clients, my company, but having an assistant is major. And I think I shared with you the other day, Miss T, just start with a virtual assistant, just somebody who can maybe do little small tasks for you and then build up. And it's not that expensive. And, you know, even if you're just getting them to send out emails for you, whatever it is, to me, what I share with a lot of my life coaching clients is anything that you do on a regular basis that somebody else could do, somebody else should be doing it. You don't have to do it. If it doesn't take you, then delegate it to someone else, even if it's just sending out emails.
See, I don't know if you called it yesterday. I think I kind of have an intern at the moment.
I saw the interview. Yes.
Okay. I'm not really 100% sure about that right now.
She's 100% sure. So you better get sure because she told you. She took and told you, as my best friend said. So if you ain't sure, it's time to get sure.
What's up, Shawnee and Geeky Girls? How y'all doing? Where can we find your books if we just wanted to buy them?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to my website at staehall.com. So it's STAEHALL.com. And then also, you know, anywhere else, there are Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Noble. So anywhere else that you would buy books, but my website is actually the easiest, but yeah, it's available anywhere.
Okay. Rooks, like my daughter, she ain't mess with me like that. I mean, she'll come and be in a video or she'll come in and say hi to the live stream when she's here, but she's on her own little journey. I can't even be mad at her.
Yeah. No, my kids are the same way. They're the same way.
Let's see. Connected and locked in from Robert and Geeky Girls.
Oh, wonderful. I love the community that you have.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people be like, you have an awesome community. I'm like, I don't think this is my, like, I don't know. When I hear that, it'd be like this is my tribe. I don't know.
No, I have the Lifer Tribe. I have the Lifer Tribe, and all of my videos I start, you know, I'm like, what's up, Lifer Tribe? No, that's my tribe. And then I'm parts of some of their tribe. That's why we got to come up with your tribe name. I really thought I was clever yesterday with the tea sippers. And then your assistant let me know that name has already been taken, ma'am. But we got to come up with one because it is your tribe. You have cultivated this tribe. You have brought people in like, yeah, own it, girl. This is your tribe.
Wow.
Yes, you have to own it. Yes, do not. Yeah. Because we wouldn't all be congregated here together in this place if it wasn't for you.
You're making me blush. Oh, you're so welcome, Sarah. Thanks for coming in. Yes, you are part of the family as well. I seen you pop in a couple times. What was I about to say? I cannot.
Hey, Sarah.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, intern. If you are here, we need a name for our community. Still don't have that.
I know. It'll come to you. Something will pop in, or she'll give it to you because you definitely have a tribe.
There she is. Let me see. Yes to the
Yeah,
lens.
lens cleaning. My husband had to help me to that because I was saying, I'm like, I don't know why my video is so blurry. I need a new camera. I need a new phone. He was like, you need to clean your lens. And I'm looking, I'm like, it is clean. He's like, no, and it makes a big difference. It's like you got a new camera.
Broken Gardening. Welcome in. Listening may not be able to comment though. Good morning and be well, everyone. Another iPhone tip: when recording yourself, record with the back of the phone. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that does make a huge difference. That those lenses are a lot better on that side. I'm still trying to remember to do that a lot of times because it's just so an automatic for me. I flip the camera, but yeah, you're right. It's so much better when you use that other side.
Do what you can. Yes. Definitely deserve to relax.
You have to. Like I said, it's better for you and everybody around you.
I would say,
yes, I'm in the Metroplex.
Live chats matter. Positive engagement. Oh, you're making me blush, Sarah. You're making me blush.
Yes, I have to start going live. I really do. And the person who handles a lot of my like managing my career and different things, I have a private Facebook group called Live Your Life, Your 15-minute daily sentence to self-love. And so we post on there every single day, but she keeps telling me you need to go live on there every day, at least for 15 minutes, because the whole preface of that or premise of that page or that group is about how we need to take at least 15 minutes a day just for ourselves. So whatever that looks like for you, whether that's 15 minutes of meditating, 15 minutes of reading a book, 15 minutes of just sitting outside enjoying the fresh air, just give yourself 15 minutes to check out. And so she's like, with that, you need to at least go live on that group every day for 15 minutes and give some people tips. And I just have not, I'm afraid of that commitment, right? Because once I jump into that, like how you do this every morning, I don't want to have to miss mornings. And I have so many events and meetings and stuff that I attend because I don't only do social media. I'm still running iSalt. It's just like, I just don't want to not show up. But she keeps telling me, she's like, what are you always telling people? Just do it. Just start. Just do it. And I'm like, okay. So I may start going live on there in the new year. And I've never done a YouTube live, I don't think.
Wow.
I'm going live on Facebook a lot. In the past, I used to do a weekly show on Facebook, and I was on a podcast with a couple of other women live on YouTube. So I did used to go live on YouTube with them, but I've never gone live on YouTube from my channel.
Yeah. Rooks asked me what happened to the Bucky video. I just been busy. Like I just, as of yesterday, got a intern. So I've been doing like a lot of, like I said, like the FAFSA and getting her grants and stuff, her paperwork together to go to school, figure out the dorm and all that kind of stuff. And then my own stuff is like getting a hold of these companies and, try to interview people. I've been doing a lot.
You have a lot going on. So it's time to delegate. You got that intern yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to work like on time management. I'm gonna have to like send, I said that yesterday, but I'm gonna send Living Out Loud the podcast. I'm gonna send her, put some work her way so I can make more room to do what I need to do over here.
Yeah, and see, and this is something that I've helped some people with. It doesn't work for everybody, but I have an agenda, a planner, a calendar that's not only broken up by days, it's broken up by the hour. And I believe it goes from like 7 in the morning until like 5 in the evening. And I do what's called time blocking. And so on Sunday nights, I go in that book and I write every day what I'm going to do. Like I even put in there, like I have a regular job. I have my lunch break in there. I have like whatever I'm going to do. And I only focus on certain things during a certain time. And so, and it kind of helps you see where your time goes and what you're doing. And so I'll have from 7 to 7:30, I'm doing this. From 7:30 to 8, I'm doing that. And it just kind of helps to keep organized. And I don't always get everything accomplished in that day because life happens. There might be a phone call or a pop-up meeting, but then at least I can visually see what I had planned for that day. And if something didn't get done, then I check it every night. And if I need to move something over, then I do it. But that time blocking and having me accountable literally for every minute of my day helps to keep me structured and organized. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I can go down a rabbit hole where I'm trying to work on something, and then the next thing I know, I've been focused on the same thing for 3 hours and didn't get anything else done. But when I time block, it just holds me accountable to, okay, it's time to move on to something else.
Okay. I love my planner. I need to, on my phone, do the, the calendar, the Google Calendar thing or whatnot. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I love how it has like those hourly slots and things like that.
Yeah.
I need to work on filling that out. Because I just focused on the big one. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get this done. Like, I like the idea of putting everything, my lunch break and everything in there.
Yeah, I put it all in there. And then what I'll do is I'll use the alarm on my phone. And it's a lot of work in the beginning, but then you get used to it. But it'll actually, I'll have in here to make this phone call at this time. So just in case I forget, then my alarm goes off, but I have a note on the alarm letting me know what I was supposed to do at that time. And if at all possible, I stop what I'm doing to do that task so that I'm not feeling too overwhelmed.
Let's see, it is very hard. Oh, random question. Let me see. Have any of y'all done TikTok spaghetti? No.
I haven't. What is that? Is it like literally spaghetti, like a recipe?
Okay, that's why I was.
I hadn't heard of it yet.
Let me see. Nobody.
Because I might. What is it?
Robert said this is some good stuff, and RLM is trying to grow her YouTube channel. She's appreciative of all this information. I'm gonna have to go find it on TikTok.
I am too, because tomorrow for my little birthday celebration, I was gonna do some baked spaghetti for my friends. So maybe I'll have to check out this. Oh, well, you found me now kicking it with the rooks. And I love the fact that they keep putting Stae. I don't know if it's just auto-correcting, but it's funny instead of Stae, because so many people in my family call me Stae. So when I see that, I'm like, that looks so familiar. So yeah, people who knew back in the day. So I'm like, that is too funny.
Have you ever had the chicken spaghetti? I love it. I'm gonna learn how to make it.
So that's what I'm doing in the baked spaghetti tomorrow. I'm gonna do it with chicken. So it's almost like a mashup between macaroni and cheese, chicken Alfredo, and just real cheesy. So that's what I was gonna do tomorrow.
Okay, what's up, Lache? Hey, girl. She's doing the Vlogmas also.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to subscribe. You know what? Actually, this morning I had on one of Lacey J's Vlogmas videos, because I am definitely a supporter. I'm like that person said earlier. If somebody is nice and kind and just says, hey, I need a subscriber, I'm subscribing. I'm gonna try to watch. I'm definitely gonna give it a thumbs up. So I've seen a couple of Lacey J's, so I'm gonna have to watch hers as well, because I consume YouTube content more than anything. I'm not a big TV watcher. So if I have the TV on, it's going to be on YouTube.
Okay. Let me see. Sweet Thumb said, I was trying to do 80 hours a week on my feet. Believe me when I say I want you guys to make it this way. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing this, kind of being my own boss. I have
a horrible employee. I'm a horrible employee.
I'd rather be doing this than be behind somebody's helping somebody else get some money. Okay.
Yeah.
I love this way better than when I used to work in the warehouse.
When I was in corporate, I always just looked at my job as my business investor. I just need this money to pour back into my business and now, thank God, my husband and I both are full-time entrepreneurs. His last day with corporate America was June 1st.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate. I can't wait to do the drawing.
Okay. I do what? What I do? Sometimes I'll be so far behind. I'm like, what I do?
Oh, you would see, and that's what I'm worried about. So I'm gonna have to get someone to moderate for me, because I'm very ADHD. I'm like squirrel, I'm so paying attention to all that stuff at one time. That's what kind of scares me as well. And I've used StreamYard in the past. So I'm like, but keeping up with the comments, because you do an awesome job. I'm like, how does she do that? You still asking questions, engaging with your guests and in the chat. See, yeah, my mind's all over the place.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. All we can do is try. Parenting is hard. Don't always get it right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and don't put too much pressure on yourself to be like a perfect parent because there is no such thing. And I'm speaking again from a woman who, with a bunch of kids who are all grown now. Most of the time, they don't even need as much as we think they need. They're individuals. And as long as you're setting that example and you're pouring into them and giving them the resources, they're going to be fine. And sometimes it seems like you've missed the mark, but all of it is going to show up one day. It's like now I can see the fruits of my labor and what I've manifested, as they go into adulthood, and a couple of them now raising their own children. I'm sure you're doing an excellent job. Just don't be too hard on yourself. None of us are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. But the thing is, recognizing it, being self-aware, and just continually trying to just do your best. That's all you can do. But loving them and supporting them, that's the most important thing.
Okay, what up, Rooster, aka Rufus? Rufus. I hear you talking in panels. What's up, everyday life OCD shit? My mom was from Texas. There's definitely a state drawl there. It's cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sarah's over here picking everybody up.
Yeah, see, I love that support.
So, Living Out Loud, the podcast is trying to be my intern. And then Sweet Thumb is trying to be Living Out Loud, the podcast. Okay.
That's what the tribe is all about. Everybody supporting everybody. Interns is a great place to start. I mean, and if you can find like college students or whatever who are interested in social media or marketing or whatever, a lot of times they need to do this towards their degree. So just reach out. If you have like a community college around or whatever, call to the community college and speak with someone in student affairs or whatever and ask them, do they have any interns, or if there's any way that you can get a list of people or whatever. And you can find people who will work for you for free and be very passionate about it because it's helping them get to their next.
Okay. I call my Drip King. Okay, Drip King. Oh, he calls
the drip squad. I like it. Yes, that's Miss T. We gonna have a name by the end of next week because I can't just be here in the wilderness. I need to know who I am to you. I need to know my place. I need the name.
I think like the names, like it gives more of a connection with the audience, I think.
Yeah.
Like, a couple people have asked me that before. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like taking your baby home from the hospital without a name. I need to know who I am.
You are Miss Hall.
But who I am when it pertains to you. I want to be able to rep my tribe.
Oh man.
Tea leaves. I think somebody mentioned that yesterday too, and they were like, "Oh, the men aren't going to be."
Oh yeah, the men didn't like that. I try my best every morning live.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to subscribe. Living Life.
We definitely by Monday. Living Out Loud, the podcast. We need a name. I don't like
that's the first assignment for your intern.
Tribe sounds kind of like cult or something like that. I don't know if I have.
I mean, it could even be, how about just the T Tribe?
Okay.
Come up with something. Yeah, because we need a name. We we the Pips.
Sweet Thumb said, be like Salt and Pepper. Push it.
Stae Hall hit. I hit 400. What? Thank y'all. I think I was like at 389. Oh my goodness. Y'all rock. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Wood chips. Wood chips. No.
Wood chips. What do y'all think? Living. Was that Living Out the podcast? Mm-hmm. That was your intern?
Yes, they said the men with hands in the dirt and stuff was up there. They don't like the tea leaves.
Yeah.
I told these kids this is something like what I do. It's important, so I need them to help me. They came over last weekend and helped me a lot.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, make it a family affair.
Okay.
And these kids know a lot. They are a wealth of information.
Oh yeah, my be like, daughter, help me do this on my phone. Yeah, I always call Deborah Garrett my favorite avatar because she has my daughter's name. She has...
Aw.
Wow.
You can't say throw it in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
iPhones.
I like that. The tea sippers.
Yeah, that was what I came up with yesterday. But your new intern says somebody already has that.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is hard. This is probably why I gave up back in the day.
But Miss T sippers is different though, because I just said the tea sippers, period. But Miss T, and we're just called sippers, you know.
Hmm. Uh,
Or we could be the tea party.
oh, okay. Yeah, I used the front of my camera, like just because I need to see. Well, when I was doing my clothing videos and stuff, I just wanted to see what I was doing. But somebody did recommend for me to do the back of the camera.
Yeah, it's just I forget. I do it sometimes, like especially when I'm taking my pictures for my thumbnails. I try to remember to use that other camera to make them a little clearer, but I don't remember all the time.
Mm. I'm gonna try that. She said, "Thank me later."
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does work.
We don't go live, but working on it.
Me too. Because it really helps with your watch hours, I've heard people say.
It does, because like see, like we got like 38, 40 people in here, and if everybody just watches an hour, it's like 40 hours right there.
Right. Yeah, because it's like getting the subscribers is one thing, but then you have to have the watched hours. So it's like I'm at, I guess, over 400 subscribers now, or at least I hit 400, but my watched hours are probably only about 1,800. So I'm going to go live. I am. I'm just trying to figure out a time because I know it won't be every day, but I'm trying to figure out what days and a time where I can pretty much guarantee. Because again, I have so many events, so many meetings. It's just hard to say I'm going to do it every whatever at this time because things come up. So when I'm just posting videos, of course, I can have those set. So my videos go every Tuesday and Thursday, but I can do that from anywhere. So I have to just try to really figure out what is a day and time that I can commit to.
Yeah, I went live a lot. Well, I started going live when I was trying to get monetized because like it's a great way to, get people to come to your channel, subscribe, help with watch time hours, all the above. So then like after I got monetized and then I started accumulating this community, I was like, well, let's just keep on going. Let's just
Right. Right. Well, it works for you. I love it. I mean, you see, I'm locked in every morning, no matter what I got going on. If I'm here, I'm able, and it's good because it's first thing in the morning. So I might be getting ready to do something, but I'm always able to tune in, even if it's just for a little while. And I enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
did want to say hi to Black's Tropical Homestead over here on Instagram because I'll be telling everybody about the soil family meet and greet. You don't have to be a soil family person like a homesteader or a gardener, but
Okay.
it's like a large like YouTube meet and greet in Savannah, Georgia. If anybody's able to make
Oh,
it,
wow. And I
yeah.
like Savannah. I like Georgia, period.
I do not care for Atlanta. I just
Really, Atlanta is, and it's funny because when I moved here, the offer for the company, I had a choice between Dallas, Fort Worth, or Atlanta, Georgia. And I just knew it was going to be Atlanta, Georgia. But when I went and actually looked at it from the lens of living there, because I had visited several times. So I'm like, yeah, I know it's going to be Atlanta, but I was able to go and kind of check out the housing and all that. And my kids were still young at the time. I was like, no, I can't do Atlanta. So then I ended up choosing Dallas, Fort Worth. So yeah, Atlanta, it's a lot.
I'll go and visit Atlanta. I have no problem like hanging out and seeing the stuff in the
Yeah.
restaurants. They're like, okay, so ready to go now.
Yeah. And the cost of living is crazy. So yeah, and I just knew there was no doubt in my mind when they said, well, you can either go to Atlanta or Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm like, oh, it's going to be Atlanta for me. But yeah, when I did that like tour and thought about actually being a resident, I'm like, no, I can't do Atlanta.
Yeah, Black Tropical said Atlanta is its own little world. So like I've always went to Atlanta. I didn't even go to Savannah until I went to the Savannah meet and greet. back in April. It was still this
Okay.
year. Yeah. And I was like, this is Georgia? They have this in Georgia? Like, where have I been?
Okay.
So yeah. Miss Kim, let us know. Are you going live Monday evening? Definitely need to go live more. Yeah, the more you go live, like pop-up lives are cool too, but don't get me started on like my recommendations. But
No, please do.
but like people know, like you have a set schedule. Like Odom goes live on Thursday, so people know to go there Thursdays. He has about 30 plus people over there. Miss Shirley goes live on Thursdays also. So she always has like people. If people know when you're going live, it helps out a lot versus like
Yeah.
pop-ups.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, because it's just like, watching your favorite TV show. You know when to expect it to come on. You don't have to be searching for it. And that's why I'm so like, okay, I have to figure out at least one day a week in a time where I can go live. I can be consistent with that.
Okay. Spaghetti with Alfredo. That's what.
Yes. That's what I'm doing tomorrow with some chicken and cheese.
Okay. I bought a digital planner on Etsy.
Oh.
$3 on iPad. It's the truth. Okay. The rocks.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing I do not like about iPhones. The autocorrect. Like I meant to put what I put. Don't be correcting me.
Right. And so that's the thing for me that drives me crazy with my name. So if you try to Google me, it automatically changes it to State Hall, STATE. And it's just all this government stuff that pulls in. And no matter what, it's like Google will not let you correct it. And so when you put it in, like you used to be able to Google me and all of my stuff would come up, but I don't know what changed now, but it just changes it to State Hall and you never will see me. And I hate that because I used to love to be able to tell people just Google me, then everything will pop up and you can just join, whatever on whatever platform. But now it won't let you do that. And so I'm like non-existent on Google now. And I hate that.
Okay. So Karen wants to know who else is doing the Vlogmas. I'm not participating.
Yes, I am doing Vlogmas. I'll have another one going up this evening. I'm enjoying it because again, I did Vlogtober as well. I think Vlogtober I missed like 5 or 6 days. But yeah, I've been loving Vlogmas. I've recorded me decorating all 6 of these trees. So all of that is on there and just a little bit of shopping. I'm having fun with Vlogmas.
Okay. Hey, my cart runneth over. How you doing? How are you doing? And good morning Grand Rising to Drill Hill and Garden. I responded to her email. Stae, Sandra living a full life, so she also subbed.
Oh, thank you. Oh, she said she right around the corner. Is that what she said? I didn't get to see.
Bro, oh, sorry, bro. Am I saying
Girl, you the next exit. I'm in Crowley, Fort Worth. Like you're literally just minutes from me. So we are going to have to grab lunch or a coffee, Miss Sandra, because you are like down the street.
Okay. So from the people doing Vlogmas, they said it helps your channel out because a lot of people are looking for Vlogmas and things to watch. Does it actually help your channel? Do you gain subscribers and things like that?
I haven't seen a huge difference yet with Vlogmas, but it's only been about a week. But Vlogtober, I did see a huge difference in getting the subscribers. So that's why I decided to do it again for Vlogmas. So, and I'm sure it'll probably be about the same because as long as you use those hashtags, I put Vlogmas in just about every title. Another thing that I did was make all of my thumbnails for Vlogmas, which I didn't do during Vlogtober, but for Vlogmas, all of my thumbnails are the same, except for I just switch out the picture to match whatever's going to be in the video, but they're all uniformed. And then I did my Vlogmas intro and outro and put Vlogmas in every title and then use Vlogmas and Vlogmas 2023 in my hashtags. And I've heard, I don't know, but with the young lady who's helping me with my social media and marketing, she was saying when it comes to the hashtags, less is more. I had heard before that you want to use a bunch of hashtags, but she said it confuses the algorithm. So if you have like hashtag Vlogmas plus hashtag get ready with me plus hashtag whatever, then it doesn't know where to put you. So if you just use between 3 and 5 hashtags that are all around the same thing. So like hashtag Vlogmas, hashtag Christmas tree decorating, like that kind of stuff, and they're similar, then it helps you with the algorithm and you don't oversaturate yourself.
Okay, I can see that. That makes sense. Welcome in Glenn's Life Lessons. And yeah, you learn, Robert. We were talking about that yesterday. My daughter is my little teacup. So that's my daughter's little nickname. This is hard.
It is gonna pop up and it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, how did I not think of that sooner? You'll get it.
Welcome in, glorious morning to you as well, Psalms. Yeah, we did say the tea party. We're gonna have to do a poll or something on the community tab or something.
Oh, that would be, now that creates a lot of engagement too when you do polls and ask the question. So yeah, do like a multiple choice or whatever, like give a couple of choices and see which one gets the most votes.
Okay. Her link should be in the description, and people have been dropping her mods. Yeah, we can keep dropping her link. That'll be awesome. Okay, everybody's saying, can one of the mods please drop her link some more? Cart runneth over is saying hello to everybody.
Hello.
No to the tea party. I don't know if the people want to be called sweet tea. Well, really the men.
Right. That's what it is.
I just had an option of sweet tea. But the men have I have a feeling the men will be like, I don't want to be nothing sweet.
Right.
Right. Ain't nothing sweet about me.
Yeah, you have to be all inclusive.
Okay. How about unsweetened tea? Oh, okay. Bye, Sarah. We'll catch you on Monday.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you.
T Squad.
Oh, T Squad is nice.
There go Lacey J. She was just talking about you. She said she was watching your content.
I just watched you wrapping your candies. You said the booty was out. Yes. Tea Time Tribe or Sip Squad. Look at that. You got some creative people in the tribe. See, that's why these folks deserve a name.
Okay.
Look, I demand a name.
It's the men. The men are just, I don't want to be called that.
But Tea Time Tribe and Sip Squad, those are both all inclusive.
I like that. Sip Squad.
Yes. Are you writing these down, Miss T?
Absolutely.
Well, is your intern on live? She's on live. I think she's probably
here
taking the notes. Yes.
Intern.
Yes. Because those are both good.
I'm from the Shy. So ATL seems slow to me. See, I'm from Indiana. I don't like all that. Well, I deal like I'm in the city right now, so I want to live like more away from the city.
Yeah, I have been like, I was definitely a city girl growing up. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, spent tons of time in New York, Manhattan area. But yeah, just as I get older, it's like I want to be further out. Like my next home will be my forever home. I don't even want neighbors. But yeah,
I'm getting text messages. T unit instead of G unit from 50 Cent.
Oh, that's cute.
That sounds rough. That's
all right. Don't mess with us.
Okay, so she's gonna go live Monday. I'll be sure to broadcast that. Love things about ATL. If I move again, it'll be to the outskirts of Dallas.
Yeah, I'm in the suburbs of Fort Worth. I'm about 45 minutes from Dallas. Spend a lot of time in Dallas, though.
Yeah, I'm so tired of the city life. I'm just like, I'm ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I never thought I would be like that, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm over it.
Okay, she's about 25 minutes outside of Atlanta. She just goes just for events.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't live.
I enjoy Atlanta when I go. I enjoy it, but I'm ready to come home.
There's so much going on.
All right. Why my husband texting me names for you? He's talking about T-sational. I don't even know what that is. But... oh, and then the T-life.
Huh?
He said T-sensational or the T-life.
Wow. I appreciate everybody's input.
Yeah, I'm like, why is my phone blowing up? And it's my husband talking about, did you see my idea? Like, let me go ahead and share, honey.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling better. I think my throat is just trying to drain or whatever. I don't want to get all nasty. But I do feel better. I do feel better. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know, all this weather changing, because I've had like watery eyes and all that. And I've been trying to say for years, I don't have allergies. But at this point, I just have to face the facts because there's no other reason for the changes I'm going through when the seasons change.
Okay. I think mine came from all this traveling. Like, it was so warm in Georgia. Like in the 60s and stuff. And I came here, it was like 20 degrees. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And see, and that's just how it is here, period, from day to day. Like yesterday, it was really hot outside, really warm. Then today it's cold. We don't have, the only time to me here in Dallas, Fort Worth, that we really have a season is summer. It's hot every day. But when it's not summer, you get something different from day to day. You have no idea what it's going to be.
Try Vlogmas thumbnails. Same. Okay. Kiki girl.
Yeah, I think it just kind of draws people's eyes to it. So I'm trying that for the first time, but I like the way it looks when it comes up on the screen. Everything is so uniform. So we shall see.
Okay. I'm like, while I got these names in my head, I was like, let me write them down. Your moderators are the bee's knees. Thank you for dropping her link from the intern. Yes, I find that I use too many hashtags. Yeah, I was told to use a lot of hashtags in the beginning also.
And I love the fact that you said, so you edit them more often. That is a course that I actually teach about the importance of just editing yourself in general, like past, like editing a video, just editing yourself, because 9 times out of 10, whether we're sending a text message, whether we're writing hashtags, whether we're sending an email, we're probably using too many words. And the more words you use, the more likely it is for your message to kind of be lost in translation. So I always tell people, before you hit submit, before you hit send, edit yourself. There's probably a lot of words you can take out. Cuts down on the confusion. So of course that would make sense with the hashtags and the algorithm. It makes it confusing.
Oh, okay. Okay, moderator. Okay. T-unit.
I like that. I really do. I think that might be my favorite one so far.
What, T-unit or T-squad?
T-unit. Because the whole, like how you just did that, T-unit, like that's, like we said, you gotta reinvent the wheel, and that's something that will stick in people's heads.
That is funny.
You're welcome, Lisa J. Keep it up, girl.
Yeah, T-squad. Ask me how I know.
That is hilarious.
Man, okay, so this is about Stae Hall. Let me go.
I'm enjoying it. I'm the one who said, when are we gonna get a name? So I started this. I opened this can of worms.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like 10:56.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to like add for the people?
Well, just the things I talk about all the time, and kind of what I talked about in the beginning, and maybe everybody wasn't here, just the importance of, in business, as a content creator, as a brand, just remember that you want the transactions, but the transactions will come from building the relationship. So don't have your sole focus being on the transactions and making the money. If you make yourself the type of person who is clear on your communication and have your interpersonal skills intact and build relationships with other people, then your business is going to flourish and grow because people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So always let your primary focus be on those soft skills, and making those interactions and connections with people. And also, if anybody is interested in working with me, I do life coaching, one-on-one coaching for leadership development, business development, all of that. And you can find that information on my website, and as well as all of my books and all of my social media. So I would love to connect with you all outside of YouTube. If you want to connect on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, I'm literally everywhere, and my books can be found everywhere as well.
Okay, so when is the drawing?
So what I'm going to do is give people until the end of today. And what I'll do is email you, Miss T, if you don't mind. And if you want to announce it on your show on Monday, who won, if that works for you, I'll email you and let you know who won. And then you can announce that on the show. And they can either share their mailing address with you for you to give to me, or if they prefer me to send it to you and you send it. I don't know how we want to work that part. But if they don't mind sharing their mailing address, they can send it to you, you get it to me, and I'll have it out in the mail to them on Tuesday.
Okay. Riaz, we are not having anything with the word clan in it. Like the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm sorry, I just can't. That's gonna be a no for me.
Clan part of it. I think Wu-Tang was probably the last ones who were able to get away with that, especially in the environment we're in these days.
Okay. Sip Squad.
Yeah, Sip Squad is my number 2. I like T Unit, but Sip Squad is definitely my number 2.
Look at you, 407.
What? Oh my goodness, y'all are the bomb diggity. Look, I'm aging myself just by saying that.
Bomb diggity.
Yeah. Look, and speaking of my little hip hop slangs, Miss T, I've been saying this since the first day I met you. Has anyone ever told you that you look like MC Light?
No, never.
Oh my God. Girl, from the first time I saw you, I'm like, oh my goodness, she could be MC Light's sister. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That is hilarious. You done threw me all off. I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, y'all.
I usually don't tell people when they look like people because you never know what they think, how that person looks. But I think MC Light is gorgeous. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to let her know. I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna tell her when I get on live. Because when I showed, I was like, doesn't she? And my husband was like, she does.
Wow. I'll take that though. I'm
glad, because I'm usually cautious about saying it. I'm like, but I think MC Light is gorgeous. So
she is. Y'all, the 407 help her get there. Can y'all please make sure you like watch content to make sure it sticks? MC
I appreciate y'all so much. MC Misty. You see?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I get a lot of, you look like somebody I know. I just can't put my
I get that a lot too. I've actually had people stop me and start to chat for a second, and then they see that look on my face. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were such and such. You look just like, and I'm like, no, like, I don't know you at all. And they never can, it's like always somebody like in their family. So it's nobody I've ever seen, but they're like, oh, you look just like, my neighbor's daughter or whatever. I'm like,
okay. Well, thank you again so much for coming.
Yes, it's my pleasure.
If y'all still have time, she's doing a giveaway. If you subscribe to the channel and put a brief little comment in there, you have a chance of winning this book, or she has another book over there. I don't have that one. I'm not even in a relationship, so I'm not worthy of that book at the moment.
That's not true. So what we say is this book is for thriving couples, or for anyone who has a desire to be a part of a thriving couple, because my motto is get ready now, stay ready, because it's too late to really learn how to navigate a relationship and be a thriving part of a relationship if you don't already have the skills and tools. It's much easier when you're not learning as you go. And so many of us have gotten into relationships and marriages with absolutely no skills. So if you're not, but you desire to be one day, it's still a good tool for you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
LOL. Yes, y'all, please make sure you subscribe. And people who got her the 407, 408, please make sure you check out the content.
Yeah.
What else? I guess I'm gonna be making this Bucky's video.
Yes, please. I'll be looking for it. Everything, and just don't forget, everything is content. When you're organizing your closet, that's content. Whatever you're doing, it's content. I just, whenever I'm doing something, I'm like, I'm doing something. Let me pick up my camera.
Okay. Well,
And
thank you for this. At first, before this live, I was like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, as far as content, because I don't want to deprive. Like, I don't want like. Let me see. How do I word this? I don't want to be too far away from what I'm doing, but like I do travel, talk to business and things like that. Like when I was doing gardening and clothing hauls, and it just all didn't make sense. Like I think my algorithm was all messed up. So then that's when people was like,
and I'm not necessarily an expert or guru on it. Thanks, Sammy Joe. But I just feel like once you have built your tribe, like you actually have, people are going to be interested in you. And so just remember, you are the brand, you are the product, you are selling yourself. And the more people get to know you and see what you're doing, it will all fall into place. And having the support and the views and the interaction that you have is already going to help you in the algorithm.
Hope to see some audiobooks coming soon.
I may. I'm thinking about that. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I should be the one to do the narrating or if I should hire someone else to do it. Because I talk funny. So we're going to see. And I hate that hearing my own voice recorded because I sing. I've been professional singing most of my life. That was my first thing. And so I just got to the point where I hated to hear myself recorded because, I would always hear myself in singing recordings and critique myself so much.
Well, I do thank you for the information because, a lot of people do talk about the algorithm, but like this community is so large, like people who are really like vibing with me, they would really want to see, what I do behind the scenes. So yeah.
And that's good for your membership. That's something, maybe certain footage for, I don't really know how the membership thing works, but if that's that exclusive footage I was talking about for your members.
I could do that more exclusive behind the scenes. Okay. Thank you, Rook, CC, Stae, everybody.
Yes, yeah.
Because coming up with membership stuff is like, well, what's so different about behind the scenes and in front of the scenes? And I'm just like, oh.
This makes people think that they have an exclusive sneak peek to stuff that everybody doesn't have. And people love to feel special. They love that VIP factor.
So was mine, Miss T. When I did vocab, you two put me in the language category. Okay. I just like, I am appreciative because like I've been doing a couple different things. I done went from gardening to clothing hauls, lingerie. Now I'm interviewing people. My videos, like I ain't made a video in about a month and it's got like 400 something views. So I'm like, y'all rocking with me. Y'all here.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you already have a nice following. So now is a good time because have you seen numbers fall off? You're just growing. So now is the time to really just try to explore because we faithful over here. We ain't going nowhere.
They said,
you can do a video on basket weaving. I'm a watch. Hit a note for
You got that, Ashanti?
It's been a minute, but I actually have been on stage with the Temptations a couple of times. I've recorded a few things. So yeah, I've been singing since I was 3 years old and professionally since I was in my 20s.
I know that's right. Come through RCA.
Some singing to me on some of my vlogs. I actually, on my last cruise, was a part of their karaoke contest like The Voice, and I won the Royal Voice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That
was my first love.
Look at you. Look at you. Okay, come through, contract. Come through.
Right. My husband still be trying to say, you need to get in the studio. I'm like, boy, I'm half 100. What I'm gonna wear on my CD cover.
Stop it. Girl, I don't know about what all do you have planned today? Yeah, I guess more.
Well, I a life coaching client in about an hour. So I'll be meeting with her. And then I sit on the board of the Fort Worth Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm the chairman for their women's division. So we have our Christmas party this evening. So, and then of course, just whatever else, but those are the two things I know I'll be doing for sure. So yeah. And if you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, Black owned business, minority owned business, we would love to have you as a member of the chamber. We have a lot of resources. So yeah, I've been on that board for a couple of years now.
And then your birthday's tomorrow?
My birthday is tomorrow. So yeah, I have a friend taking me to brunch tomorrow. And then we're going to get together at my house tomorrow evening just for some foolishness. We're going to do karaoke. If you come to my house for anything, that karaoke machine is coming out. Because again, I sing. So we all going to sing, play some games, eat some good food, have some good drinks, and just enjoy.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you again. I got plenty to do. I think we're like T Squad or T Unit. Those are the two. I guess I'm gonna have to do the poll. Living Out Loud, the podcast, was talking about the poll on her community, but I don't think she's at the 500 mark to get the community tab. So I have to do that part. But I have to email her, get this Buc-ee's video. Yeah.
I know. How did I come on your channel to be interviewed by you, and then I'm giving you assignments? I'm like, you need to do that. You need to do that. Oh, I will take it, Maisha. Okay, and I love me some Kamorley. I used to watch their reality show. See, yeah, I'll take it.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm tall like her too. I'm almost 6 foot tall. So yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, don't give me a big kid, especially on my birthday week. I'd be like, y'all, I look like Kamorley. Who you messing with? Like, if you don't believe me, it's Maisha. Thank you, Lisa J. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet.
Yeah, all this love up in here.
Yes, I'm getting spoiled.
Thank everybody for coming. Maybe you and Sandra can meet up since you guys are one exit away.
Yes, literally. I'm a member of Lost Oak Winery that's there in Burleson. So I'm over at the winery probably more often than I want to admit. So we're going to have to get together.
Okay, my phone is going off. You got someone to be with a life coach in an hour?
Yes.
Thank everybody again for coming. Before I go, look, I'm always thinking I need more space. That's what we're gonna do in 2024. We're gonna be talking to a podcaster. I think her name is That Girl Podcasting, and she's gonna tell us about the life of podcasting versus me, which I just do live streaming at the moment. So yeah, thank everybody for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you,
Fox.
Thank you for all these assignments, Miss Stae Hall.
I know. That's what I do. I'm a coach. I can't help it.
Okay.
I'm a coach and I got 6 grown kids. So one thing I know how to do is give people tasks.
I'm just now realizing you like personally may these words of wisdom bless your heart, with reach your mind and touch your soul. Much love from Stae, the author.
Yes.
If they win, are you going to write on their book too?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just me. And Sandra said she will connect. So thank everybody for coming.
Absolutely.
And we'll see y'all on Monday.
All right. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. I'll see y'all on Monday as well. I'll be in them comment streets.
Okay. Thank you. Let me know what you want to do about the drawing. Whatever you need me to do, I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll send you over the name and then we'll work out, getting the address and I will ship it off.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see y'all.